comedians Alycia Debnam-Carey, Colman Domingo, and Danay Garcia.
Oh, it's such a perfect day. I'm glad I spend it with you.
Oh!
Alright.
You guys. The family's back together. Look at this. This is so cool.
Hey, getting the band back together. Come on.
That one person is really good.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Atlanta. First of all, how's the convention treating everybody?
It's great. Yeah. Everyone's so nice. Feels even more packed than last year, right? I wish Colman was here. He was supposed to come. It's Colman. Really miss him though.
I'll use my theater voice.
Oh, there he is. Colman has arrived. All right.
It's you.
No, I'm fine. How are you doing?
I don't remember. I'm just gonna start with like icebreakers while everybody lines up because we have microphones here, there, and all the way up there. So if you guys have questions, you can be a part of the panel and we'll get your questions answered because that's why we're really here. But I want to start. What was everybody's first job ever? Was it always acting, or did you like work at Starbucks first? Because I did.
Mine was actually acting. Mine was acting. I don't think I've ever had a real job.
She just realized about that.
That's all I've ever done. I babysat a few.
I babysat. Yeah, is that a
I
job?
don't even think that
It
counts.
is. Yeah. Well, it's baby, you know, like stop crawling. Walk. I don't want to carry you.
Don't ever hire her to be your babysitter.
I have no real world skills at all.
Well, if we're going way back, I was in charge of mowing the yard. $10. But then my first real job would be waiting tables. So exciting.
Well,
Shay,
Classic.
here's Colman.
My first job was working at McDonald's. I was on the fry station, and I moved my way up to cashier, yeah.
Colman's had, by the way, a bazillion jobs that will surprise you, the ones that come out. And like each day he's like, back when I used to do, back when I was a private investigator, and I'm like, what? Back when I walked on stilts in the circus, what?
It is a running theme that every time Kim and I have a conversation, I'm like, oh no, that was back when I was a baker's assistant. And oh no, that was back when I was in a circus. They would say, what? You know, I was in a circus. Yeah, but that was actually one time I was, hang gliding for a living, you know?
Back when I was a hand and foot model, what? Every one of them.
what was the first thing you bought with like your first paycheck on your own? First thing you're like really excited, like you didn't have to ask your parents. You're like, I'm gonna buy this.
Mine was a little, mine's so silly. It was like MAC cosmetic eyeshadow, but it was like this mermaid greeny pearlescent that I was like, I know, I'm such a girl. And I was like, I'm gonna wear this eyeshadow, but like had no other concept of like anything else. So just like had like a streak of green eyeshadow across my face. It was so expensive too, and I just needed it, apparently.
Went to a spa. I know. I don't know. Is that
You and I are like,
I think we're really like,
So-
just went and I'm like, I'm staying here. I'm like getting everything.
You guys are so posh.
I just stayed there. They kept saying, you want to scrub? Sure. With milk? Yeah. With honey? Yeah. Everything. Sure. It was cool.
I bought a pair of two-tone jeans. I think by like Sergio Valente or something.
I actually can't remember. I think it was tennis shoes, like blue suede tennis shoes or something.
We have two very different types of people on this stage.
Yeah.
Very different types of.
what was yours?
First thing I ever bought. This isn't about me. I don't.
Well, I want to know what category you're fitting into.
Which one are you?
It is.
Oh man, I don't know, Mom. What was the first thing I ever bought? She's right there. It was probably like an Xbox game. Yeah, I think it was probably a video game.
Different category.
Yeah.
And a new one.
Well, we're drawing a line right here. I have one more question, then I'm going to toss it to you guys. You guys are like pros at conventions and Comic-Cons. Now you've all done so many, and you've worked with some really tremendous people as well. So who is like a celebrity? Because when we come here, you know, we get really excited to meet you guys and everybody else. So who is somebody who you guys have either worked with, met, I don't know, in a bathroom at Comic-Con or something, and been like, you're you! Oh my God!
At Comic-Con?
Anyway, just like somebody you just truly geeked out over, you admire them and you got to meet them.
I just worked with Kevin Costner, so that was pretty exciting. I know, and I kissed him.
Saucy.
I don't know, it's just like I've been watching him forever. And he's still so
Addison is having
cute.
fun.
He's so great. He's such a great actor, you know? So that was I kind of geeked out over that.
So things are going well since Fear the Walking Dead.
Things are moving right along.
What about you?
Game of Thrones cast was in our green room about 2 years ago, and I was standing in the food line. I can't remember. It was Alfie Allen who was standing next to me, and he was like getting a bagel or something, and I was like, "Food's good, huh?" And that's all I could get out because I was excited. I was like, "Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones." It's like such a nerdy one, but that was it.
You know, anytime. Hello, I'm back. I was in the green room at Comic-Con 2 years ago, and it was my first Comic-Con, and it was The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, and Game of Thrones. There's 3 of us there. We go. It was interesting because we were, you know, usually we look like crap, but at Comic-Con we kind of like dressed up, but next to the Game of Thrones people, we look like we're still back in the apocalypse. I'm like, why do they wear those clothes? I mean, they had like this, they come from far away. I'm like, what's happening? Get out, go away. But it was fun, it was good. Everyone, it was cool.
I geeked out when I met Mel Brooks. And he actually came because I also have my other job is a playwright. He came and saw a play of mine in New York, and so afterwards he's out in the lobby, and I told you I have like 20 jobs. He's in the lobby, and I'm like, he was like, "Oh, Colman, so good to meet you. You're a wonderful playwright." And I was like, "Oh." I think that's, and I probably like vomited on myself and like, you know.
All right, let's open up. We'll start right here. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hi, my name is Angela, and I'm from Terrell, South Carolina. My question is for Colman. Since you were kind of quick to leave when things got hard, since Madison... I'm just saying.
I mean, you need an umbrella for all that shade, man.
Very shady, very shady. But since Madison and Nick are now gone, do you think you're going to stick around longer for Alycia? Since you're like the last original person.
Well, okay. I think Victor is very complicated.
Yes.
Ooh, okay. And I think that because they have such history, I think that there's so much history between Alycia and Strand, and we've watched their evolution of characters. We've seen all their loss, including with Luciana as well. Now, I think that they're bonded for life, and they become family. You know, first they were so far away from being family. I think, you know, so I think the show does raise the questions on what is family, and I think that whether we realize it or not, we become as close as blood relatives. Mm-hmm. And I think that he'll stick around.
That's a yes.
I say he will, and we'll see what the writers say.
She's recording this too. She's gonna send this back to you if you leave.
Yeah, so if you leave, I have...
I love that you're recording it. You're like, I'm gonna call you on this next season.
I'm that
Have evidence. Okay.
Thank you, South Carolina. All right, up top. Where is the microphone up top? Right there. Hey, what's your name? Where are you from up there?
Dawson, and I was born in South Carolina until I had to move. And my question goes to Colman. Why did you burn your ship that you like so much?
Why did I burn Abigail to the ground? And I loved it so much. I was bored. No, I think Victor, he realized after that scene when he was, in the tuxedo jacket and the champagne, that he had to let go of this and the trappings of the things that he was attached to in order to move forward. So, and that was part of Abigail. That was leaving his past behind in every single way so he could move forward. And you see he walked off, with the new horrible outfit that was not Ralph Lauren. And he realized that this is what he had to do to move on in the world. And let's go find, these two and three. So that's why.
Thanks, buddy. Good question. Don't burn any boats down. Like him. Let's go over here. What's your name? Where are you from?
My name's Corey and I'm from Texas. Yeah.
Where in Texas?
Fort Worth. Just
One person. There you go.
okay.
Fort Worth.
Or I should say Dallas because everyone knows Dallas, not Fort Worth. Oh.
We shouldn't say Dallas, apparently. Let's just not start any fights. What's your question?
My question's for Kim. You were so set on not taking help from the vultures or working with the vultures. If you were in Walking Dead, would you still have kind of kept that same thing against Negan and not giving them half of everything?
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. I mean, Madison held fast to her opinions, right? I mean, I would think so. Yeah, I can't really imagine that she'd be different.
Everyone here
That wasn't a good answer.
Everyone here is so concerned about Rick leaving The Walking Dead. Are you guys just like, we already lost our leader?
I know. Last time I saw Andy at the last Stalker here, Walker Stalker here, he was like, everyone's excited. They think we're gonna meet when we cross over, and I was like, yeah, we're not.
Did you tell him in the moment?
I didn't tell him in the moment.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, that would be great. It's not gonna happen.
And that is the moment Andrew Lincoln decided to leave The Walking Dead. Let's go over here. What's your name? Where are you from?
Tom from Wheaton in suburban Chicago. And I have a question for all of you. As a retired educator, I'm very concerned that when budgets are tight, arts programs are among the first things that are cut in schools. So I'd like to know if you cut your acting teeth in the school system somewhere. Preschool, elementary school, high school, college, whenever. And if not, where did you get started? Thank you.
I was very influenced by the school system. I know it's a little bit different in Australia, but I started in primary school and we had an amazing arts program there, and I started not only doing kind of theatre and plays and things like that, but also music, and then I went to a performing arts high school as well. So for me it was like very important that it's included, because I think kids just, it's an amazing form of expression. It's also just, it expands your world in so many more ways than I think is readily available in most cases. So I just think it's very instrumental and so important. I had a wonderful experience with it, yeah.
I'm the same. I'm born and raised in Cuba, and most of our entire Cuban society relies on music, dance, sing. I mean, and school is full of it. So I'm meant to tell I haven't seen them in forever. I've been going to the Boys and Girls Club in Austin because I moved there a little earlier. They have to catch up with me. And I've been implementing a lot of the arts with the kids in Austin. So you should come. You're coming. They don't know that yet. But everywhere I go, I try to do that. I did that in Mexico too with the short. I get stars going off. Oh, don't. And everywhere I go, I think it's important. It's our job actually, to kind of inspire others to rely on the arts.
I grew up in the public school system in Philadelphia, and we thank you. We had some arts classes growing up, but then of course I went to Overbrook High School as well, and they have arts programs there. But I do think, this is what I think, I'm just going to give you my straight up opinion about it. I think it's a tragedy that we keep losing. The first thing to go is the arts programs, but also for us to understand that the reason why they go away, I think, it's control. It's like if you give us no art, any beauty, any imagination, it's like that's a very bleak world. And it's a way to control people. So I just would like to support people in saying it's our responsibility as citizens, and to make private, give funding to private organizations, or to make theater accessible, to make arts, dance. It's all a part of who we are, and so we can express who we are, so we can love harder, so we can get to know each other more. It's that important, It is not an option, I think. I think we need it. All civilizations since the Romans understood that you need art. It helps us survive.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's storytelling is essential part of learning and how to be in the world. It makes you feel a part of something. First acting class I did was high school, and it was a sort of a medium strong, theater department and. In my high school, but that high school went on to become a performing arts school, so that's good. And my first play I did was in college.
Thank you. Question. Great question. All right, we're gonna go back up top. How's the weather?
I'm Jackson from Stephenville, Texas, and my question goes out to Kim. Do you think Morgan's gonna leave better or worse than you did?
Differently. I don't think he's going to be chopping off any heads. So, I don't know. I think we'll probably both be good leaders in our own unique way.
Did you watch the back 8 of season 4?
I watched some of them.
What do you think of the group? Are you proud?
Yeah, I'm so proud of them. I mean, that's why I wanted to watch it, because I love that show. You know what I mean? I love the show. I love my castmates. I was super proud of Colman for directing. I thought it was an incredible episode. It's still in my heart. I miss you guys too. I do. I miss you. Thank you.
Let's go over here. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hey, I'm Crystal. This is Katie. We're from Corner, Alabama. Our question's for y'all.
I'm from Alabama too.
My question is, how often do you visit home?
Roll Tide or War Eagle? I visit home like once a year, and I have a lot of family there still, and I love it. And my mom usually comes out to visit me once or twice a year as well. And roll, tide, roll.
Last time.
She just said, is that a sport?
A sport.
It's a football team. It's a big college football state with 2 rival teams.
Right?
It's like baseball but different.
Mother and daughter relation right there.
I just want to point out the last time your team played my team, we won. 2010.
What's your
South Carolina. Hey, go Cox.
That was just an exception to the rule, though, wasn't it?
We're the Cox though, so.
Oh, okay.
Gamecocks.
That explains it.
What's your name over here? Where are you from?
Hi, I'm Kim. I'm from Atlanta, and I'm dressed in Afterlife Madison.
Cool. Like Angel Madison.
Yeah, exactly. My question is about the final scenes where Madison has the flare gun leading the zombies. They decided to do it in slow motion, which is an interesting choice. Was there anything, any dialogue or any scene shot that didn't make it on air?
In that sequence, you mean? In the final sequence for Madison? No, I think it was everything written was shot, and our producing director, Michael Satrazimas, when he read the script, his idea was to shoot all of that final Madison stuff in slow motion. And I thought it was a great idea. I mean, it just lets us sort of experience it, and you could really like feel it in all the moments going through Madison's mind, and across her face and everything. Plus, I just thought it looked so cool to shoot. You know, the way the final product is, it's just so powerful.
Great question. I've watched these shows long enough to come to the belief that they're not dead till you see a body. So, is it like impossible to see Madison again? Like, is there a chance?
I mean, I have no idea. I think it's, I'm definitely working on other things, and I think that's part of this genre, which is, you know, you lose characters unexpectedly sometimes, and, you know, it's not really how it works. I don't think they do come back.
Listen, I've seen people go under dumpsters. I've seen people drive to Alabama and come back to Virginia. Crazier things have happened.
I was like, I'm pretty sure Madison would have shimmied up that wall and over that wall and gotten her babies, but...
She was under the dumpster. There was a dumpster in the baseball stadium.
She had
watched The Walking Dead enough to know. I had to ask. Let's go up top again.
My name is Brandon. I'm from Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio.
It's a really good name.
You go. So I have a question for anyone that wants to answer it. So the past 2 years, I've lost Travis, Troy, Madison, Nick, some of my favorite characters on television. And I'm just wondering, if Daniel returns, is he going to have a vendetta against Strand?
Well, it depends on whether Daniel had, you know, gone into an ashram or something, or like, you know, he's like really changed. But I'm sure like, they've all got some history, and I think it'll be interesting if Daniel came back, that we have to deal with that history. We also have to deal with the history that what Strand has been through as well. So I'd be interested in seeing that. I think that, I don't know, good drama has some friction in it, and I just think it's healthy for characters to be at odds. So I would embrace the madness. I just quoted myself, by the way.
Let's go over here.
Hi, I'm Karen. I'm from Mississippi. My question is for Kim. You mentioned earlier about working with Kevin Costner. Is that going to be on Yellowstone or in a movie?
It's in a movie for Netflix, and it's called The Highwaymen. And it's a true story based on the two highwaymen that came out of retirement in 1932, I think, to actually be the ones who caught Bonnie and Clyde.
We miss you.